up, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Sanders to begin the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. It's caught by Sanders. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He's played defensively, and that brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Herbert off of play action. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, I'll oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. shotgun now from Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Pressure here on 3rd down, forcing the early pass. 4th down coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going to keep it on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. On 4th down, Herbert. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And They'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Murray. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Now a give right side Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much moved their money up 4.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable grade right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking.